Hey, in today's episode, we are talking about the 3 must-have design trends for your website. My name is John Aiken. I'm the CEO of Web Canopy Studio, and this is the Website Conversion Show. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in today. Fun fact, before we get started into today's topic, today, as of the date that I'm recording this, it is Web Canopy Studio's 12-year anniversary. It's 12 years since we started this company. And we started that company 12 years ago as a website development company. That's what we were doing. We were doing lots of little WordPressy websites for restaurants and small businesses and local companies and so on. And it's just been really cool to see the evolution that the company has gone through. Couldn't be more proud of the team and the people that work here. Just absolutely blown away by the talent and the creativity and just the amazing stuff that they bring to the table. It is far and above anything that I could have comprehended thinking about starting this company 12 years ago and quitting my day job. So that being said, today we're still doing websites, only now we're doing really, really cool stuff with our websites, especially when we're looking at how are we applying these websites to software companies or these website trends to a lot of software companies, SaaS businesses, B2B high-end services, specifically using HubSpot in most cases. And so what we have done is very different over the years than what we originally started out to be. And I think that's the case for any successful business, that you kind of have to evolve as time goes on. So today, I'm really thinking through some of the things that I've been seeing lately, maybe the last few years, but really, really successful things that have happened on websites that are just beautiful trends, work well, they represent brands so good, and they help their prospects and their customers as they move through their website just engage and stay and have a great experience. And so I'm going to walk you through these 3 trends, these 3 must-have trends for your website. And the first one that I want to look at is, I don't even know if this is a legitimate term. It is what I say all the time when we're having any kind of design discussion inside of our company and we're doing like internal critiques or reviews or, hey, can you take a look at this? One of the mantras that I repeat over and over and over again to the company and to the design staff is we have to make sure that we are breaking the plane. Break the plane. Not plane like what you see up in the sky. We're not doing that, but break the plane as in the different sections as you move through the website. It's critical to me that unless we're being really intentional about making, some kind of like harsh, blocky design, which totally has its place and can definitely be cool, it's very important to me to see website design evolve. And if we look at websites from a decade ago, you see websites that literally are section 1 here, section 2 here, section 3 here, and they just line by line go through these different sections. This section is going to have an image background. This section is all white. This section is now, here's a line and it's all black, which worked great. That is like WordPress to a T, right? That's a WordPress website. And it's still used today by a lot of companies. But to me, one of the best ways to show that you are trying something new and that you are trying to engage is to do something different. Doing something different could be totally crappy. It could be an awful experience. So we don't want to do something different just for the sake of doing something different. If it sucks, there needs to be an actual experience that we're trying to create here. And the reason I like this one is because breaking the plane, what I mean by that, I'm sorry, I've taken so long to actually say that. What I mean by that is you have these individual sections, right? We want to create some kind of 3D environment or some kind of movement or some kind of flowing feel that takes people from maybe their current section down to the next or up. It's overlapping the previous section, not in an obnoxious way, but in a subtle way that makes you feel like this is a nice flowing page. Think of it as maybe you have an all-white header at the top and the next section down is waves and the waves come up over that white section. So it's a great example, but there's a lot of different things that can go into that. Specifically, these elements, these visual elements that allow you to move the user down through the page and to stay, because why? We naturally follow the design. We naturally follow the path that's laid out in front of us. And so if we create these harsh finish lines constantly as we move through, we're not creating this sense of, I want to see what's down there. We're creating this sense of, that's the end, and this is the next section. I don't really want to go on. And so subconsciously, there's all these different things. Feels like not really important, but when we're being really methodic about what it is we're doing, that's very important. And it creates this nice flow and this nice feel to it. So that's breaking the plane. We're going to remove that section by section design kind of feel that was so prominent, back in, I want to say forever ago, but like 2016, like that's what every website that was out there, right? The next thing, creating some kind of moving element in your design. Can you create a sense of flow throughout the page? Now, what I don't want to see is just really expansive GIFs that are going to bog down the site. I don't want to see a bunch of videos. I mean, there's a time and a place for them, but when I'm thinking about moving elements, I'm thinking about subtle design characteristics that might sit behind major elements of the website that you're looking at. So major sections having almost off color floating objects. I call them floaties, jobbies. I don't know what they're called, but just cool little abstract things that can help move. And perhaps as the site moves, those floaty, jobby things are moving too. They're floating up, they're floating down. But moving elements also create a sense of focus and a sense of, what was that? Where am I? Is this the right place to be? But in a good way, not in a bad way. We're following the movement. We're seeing what's happening. And so I want to create moving elements in every website that I'm a part of, because I think it's important. And I think it really helps showcase what it is that we want people to do on that site. They're going to follow that movement, right? And then the last thing is more so a what not to do than a what to do. I want you to use pictures of real people on your website, specifically people experiencing success, using your product, using your service, your clients, your team. I want to see real, actual people on the website. I don't want to see animated graphics for the entire website. That's not helpful. I don't want to just see a bunch of stock footage. That's not really that helpful either. I want to know that if I'm going to be a customer of this company, I want to see people who look like me, who are doing the things that I want to achieve someday, who are aspirational. And so we might want to think about aspirational images of what that success looks like. And so those are the three things that I would really encourage you guys to think through. Break the plane, incorporate moving elements into the design, and then utilizing imagery of real people who are showing aspirational success of what it is that we're trying to accomplish. And so that's it today, guys. A short episode, not too crazy. Don't forget to go to webcanopystudio.com/assessment and take that website conversion assessment. You're going to be able to go through the 30 questions on there. It's a self-guided exploration, and it's going to allow you to get a really detailed, really great report about how well your website's performing today. But it's going to give you a checklist and all kinds of cool features that you can follow along with to make edits and make adjustments. I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll see you next time.